What's going on, fam? Welcome back to Forging Pillars. It's your boy, Papa Swolio. Smash that subscribe button for some more amazing content every single day. Hold on, I got a little gift for you. Yeah, the Dancy subscribe button. Subscribe, and check out Swolenormousx.com if you want to join the greatest fitness fam in the realm. You can't beat the Swole fam, and we're going to talk about an amazing story today. So right now, hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, and down below, right here, Swolenormousx.com, and also check out the description box below. As you know, Papa's got the best box in the game. So today's topic, today's post is from John. Now, this post is from the Swole Fam Project, and these are testimonials from some of just like the most long-time and disciplined members that we have. And John has been a moderator inside the Swole Fam for at least a year or two. So an amazing dude. I've talked to him several times personally, just a great guy. So I want to read this post because I think it's going to help you stay on track as we trudge through the mire in 2020. As you know, 2020 is a hot mess, but let's get into today's post. John says, "For years on end prior to joining you all, my fitness was one-dimensional. Strength training 3 days a week and what I thought was me adhering mindful nutrition. Denial of how taught I was physically and mentally. Quote, oh, the occasional morning aches and pains, was sleeping wrong and getting older. I didn't handle the said situation right because of my shell shock and a particularly bad day. Excuses are an interior decorator making your comfort zone appealing so you can stay all warm, colored walls, satin couches, and silk drapes. Looking internally through meditation has made me own up to discrepancies real quick and help me be hyper aware to constant adherence of work ahead of me. In time, the yoga annihilated my aches and pains, destroyed the lame acceptance of getting old. I have purpose and fight in me that wasn't there before the self-reliant when I reach old age. It used to hurt sitting cross-legged on the floor, and now I do so comfortably through my daily meditation. Unexpected pleasant surprise, yoga has also improved my aesthetics. I have more shape and contour to my once dense, blocky sort of powerlifting physique. My health is no longer one-dimensional. With adhering to the 7 pillars, I now feel complete in numerous ways I never could fathom." So I want to get some applause going. I love it. I love it. So drop some biceps and gorillas down in the comments right now for our boy John. And when he's referring to the 7 pillars, right there on the left of your screen, the 7 pillars: community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. And again, like I mentioned before, you could download your copy too if you go over to Swolenormousx.com. If you're poking around the memberships, looking at the Swole Fam and the different options, learning about our community and the unlimited access and more, right there at the top of the page, you could download the 7 pillars. It's 100% free, so go and get yours today because it breaks it all down for you. Plus, you get an audiobook. You get an expanded Beyond the 7 Pillars ebook. You get a lot of content. You actually get 3 downloads, but I don't want to spoil all the surprises. But this is really important. This is something that I talk a lot about on the Daily Swole podcast every single day over on the Daily Swole channel. And all my other channels are in the related channels in the on that tab over here on the YouTube page. But, you know, this is so important to understand. This is what I was like. This is what I dealt with. This is the kind of person that I was. I was a bodybuilder. I lifted weights. I didn't really do a lot of stretching. I started having a lot of muscle strains and just kind of like tweaks and cramps, and I was just really tight. And once I started practicing yoga, once I started practicing mobility, it opened my body up in so many different ways. It released tension. So physically and mentally, I felt so much better. It just changed how I felt about my life, like my emotional state, just from the mobility, just from the physical yoga itself. And then the mental benefits, like the perspective and the calm and the peace. It helped me be consistent. It helped me stay consistent all these years. So what John is saying in terms of the aesthetics, it's a bonus. It's a bonus. Like, one of the things that I've always loved the most, that I've always put on a pedestal, that has always been just absolutely ultimately important to me whenever I trained a client, when I was doing one-on-one personal training, was always if someone told me that they no longer felt pain. I think that's the most underrated. Let me get rid of this subscribe jabroni right over here. So thank you so much for sharing, John. But it was the fact that, you know, when someone no longer has pain. That's an absolute game changer for me. That was always that's just the most important thing for me, was someone telling me that they no longer feel pain, because you can help someone lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 50 pounds and 100 pounds. And a lot of times that lack of, or that pain, that back pain, that discomfort goes with losing weight. But just the fact that when you have pain, and I've experienced pain before, when you have pain, and drop this comment down below right now, if you've had pain and you no longer have pain, I want you to explain for everyone else that doesn't understand what I'm talking about, the difference in your quality of life. It's one thing to build some muscle. It's one thing to hit a new PR on a bench or on a squat, or to run a mile in like 15 seconds less, but to no longer have back pain, chronic back pain. And one thing about pain is that it usually just becomes background noise, kind of like just like an audio hiss, like a noise floor. If any of you do recording, you have this background noise. You have apps on your phone. Those apps, like sometimes you go and you see you have 30 apps open that you haven't used in 2 weeks, and it makes your phone real sluggish. You restart your phone and all that stuff. When you realize what your body will actually adapt to and what your body will deal with on a regular basis, like sometimes you have pain you don't even realize you have, because you're so used to having it, your body has just blocked it out. So releasing those aches and pains is just a game changer. So I want to thank John again for the comment, and all of you, if you're interested in taking your health, your fitness, just to the nth degree, if you really want to level up your game, I don't care if you're a beginner or you've been training for 20 years. John has been training for, I think it's like been 20 years before he joined the Swole fam. I mean, this is something that he's been doing his whole life, and he's muscular, he's ripped, but he was missing something. And there are so many aspects to Swolenormous X that you don't even know that you haven't unlocked yet. And that's what the 7 pillars are all about. So the benefits of not just meditation, but the mobility and that connection between mind and body and reducing pain, like that's going to help you get so much more progress. You're going to feel better. You're going to move more. You're going to want to exercise more. You're going to be more consistent because you're not just achy and like the most important thing for me right now, especially since the quarantine, especially since I've been training at home instead of going back to the gym, like I completely went to home training, has been for me, I want to feel good. I want to feel mobile. I want to feel no pain. I want to be minimally sore. I want to push myself, but I want to do higher intense, lower volume workouts. I've just shifted my stuff to, I want to be mobile. I want to move. I don't want to be stiff. When you're bodybuilding all the time, you just get big and stiff. Even if you're stretching all the time, you're just counterbalancing with just so much internal tension. Like you're always sore and you're always just destroying yourself. It's really hard to fully recover. It's really hard to focus on that recovery bias. And I think focusing on that recovery bias, focusing on that mobility and that yoga in combination with strength training is absolutely priceless. So again, thank you so much, John, for sharing this story. And this was posted inside the Swole fam. This is part of our Swole fam project. So again, fam, if you want to learn more about joining Swolenormousx.com, go to Swolenormousx.com. You could download your copy of the 7 pillars right there at the top of the page. And of course, you can join the Swole fam. You can get started for less than $3. There's a bunch of different membership options depending on what you're into. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, new videos every single day, tons of content right here. And of course, go on over to Swolenormousx.com and check out the 7 pillars and join the Swole fam today if you're ready to get your fitness on. And I mean on with all those 7 pillars. And again, if you don't know what they are, they're right here. Go download your copy and it will break all those different sections down for you. And if you're focusing on these fundamentals, everything else is cake. I'm telling you, the Swole fam has been crushing it all year. 2020 has been a hot mess and it's not over yet, but the Swole fam has been crushing it, consistent as hell. We add new content every single week. Just dropped a brand new yoga class, 2 new Swolosophy lessons, dropped a brand new Swollen 7 mobility, a brand new meditation, 3 brand new meditations, 3 new recipes. Like it just keeps on expanding. So I want to say a big shout out to the Swole fam, everyone that's a member. I want to give another thanks to John, and thank you for watching. Check out Swolenormousx.com for more details, and I will see you real soon for more Forging Pillars. Peace out, fam.